Hello everybody, Coach Kathy here, and today I want to talk to you a little bit more about the physiology behind self-control and willpower. The information that I'm getting today is from the Willpower Instinct book I mentioned earlier, and it's a good one, so pick it up if you're a reader. And in there they mentioned that there is a researcher from the University of Kentucky by the name of Susan Soderstrom, and that she studies how states of mind like stress and hope influence the body, and that she has found that like stress, that self-control has a signature, in a physiological signature inside the body, and what she calls it is pause and plan. And what they do in the book is they contrast that against a freeze or flight method that happens when we're feeling stress. So instead of going into freeze and flight, when you want to access self-control, then you would access this pause and plan. And that's the biological signature that of self-control. And the really cool thing that I think that they talk about is that there is a physiological measurement to measure this plan and pause, and it's called heart rate variability. And with the heart rate variability, it's good to have your heart rate being variable. And you can see this yourself, right? When you are moving around or you're exercising, your heart rate goes up. When you're sitting down, your heart rate goes down. And so there's a lot of variability in the heart rate. And what they're saying is that you want to stay in heart rate variability. So because what happens is, like when you go into freeze or flight, is that your heart rate goes up and the variability of the heart rate goes down. So it gets stuck up in a higher heart rate and the variability goes down. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to increase or really harness your ability to have your heart rate continue to be variable when you want to access self-control. So some people are meeting temptation with a high heart rate variable, and so making it so much easier than those who don't have as high of a heart rate variable. And for them, temptation, either whether it's eating or smoking or drinking or making purchases, whatever, is much harder for them if their heart rate variable is lower. So how do you increase your heart rate variable? And there is a very specific, effective exercise from the book, and that is simply slowing down your breath. So for today's exercise, what I want you to do is for a minute, I want you to measure how many breaths you're taking in and out per minute. And it's going to be different for everybody. So just find your starting point. So one breath in and one breath out is one breath. And then in, out, 2, in, out, 3. And measure it for a minute and find out how much you're breathing. And the goal is to get to 4 to 8 breaths per minute without holding your breath. And this is, they found an extremely effective way to restore your willpower reserves almost instantly. So you will access more willpower by immediately slowing down your breath. Now, if you can't get to 4 to 8 per minute, don't worry about it. They said that the research, I think, is showing that as long as you get down to at least 12, that you will start to see benefits from your willpower going up. So if you find that you're struggling with your willpower throughout the day, just do this for 2 minutes, which is perfect because it fits in with our super small theme here. 2 minutes, that's it. Anyway, practice that today. That's today's exercise. Let us know how many breaths you got down to for the minute. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.